What is up, guys? We are live. Alrighty, this is our 6th Mesozoic Isle live stream. I'm gonna take these off. Just going to wait for some people to get in here. Hello, Fiasco Spino. Hello, Bert. Around 12 my time to 1 my time. Right now it's 11:47, so it's a little bit earlier than I was intending. I want to start them earlier because I want my UK viewers to actually be able to join in and enjoy the live stream, or what's kind of a show now. So yes, was Bracken lacking? Nothing too much. I'm starting this early because I am going to be going to hang out with some other Godzilla dudes, some other Godzilla fans. If you guys are from the Godzilla community, then you might know Goji Fan 1993. I'm going to be hanging out with him. He actually lives in my area, and I met him recently, and he invited me to go on a Godzilla fan hangout thing. So that he's going to be coming to pick me up and take me there at 1 my time. So that's why this stream is going to end a little bit before that, so I can be completely ready and leave to do that. Anyways, today, as usual, our Mesozoic Isle live stream is going to consist of a beginning section where I just do a little progress report. I have a little bit more to talk about this time, and then we'll have our discussion part where we discuss the latest content that was released on Mesozoic Isle, which we do have some more stuff to talk about as well. And then we'll finally move into our Q&A section. We would have had a live unboxing, but I haven't gotten my thing yet. So maybe next time we'll get it in time for a live unboxing. We have some more stuff coming from Spino Dude. So he'll be sending me that stuff, and that'll be very cool to be unboxing for you guys. Hello, Raptors are awesome. I'm busy, so I can't stay for long. Okay, Fiasco Spino. I understand. What's up, Prehistoric King? Alrighty, so I guess I'm just going to let people run in. I guess there's enough people here. We can just get started. I don't want to waste your guys' time. But progress report on Mesozoic Isle. Let's start off with that. Tell me if you guys can hear the... Actually, I don't even need this thing because your chat is right here. Tell me if you guys can hear that fan. Like if it's blowing air in this and it's annoying, or if I'm quiet or something. Yes, we'll get to that, TS Puppies. We'll get to that really quick here. Lag. There's lag, apparently. Not really. I don't know how to take that, but... Okay. If there's a problem, please be more specific in the chat. Be very clear, because I don't really understand what you guys are saying. Anyways, progress report. Mesozoic Isle, I've been getting a lot more done. I'm still not on the official scripting phase. I'm still structuring the show, so I'm gonna be a little bit behind my production schedule. The pre-production will go into May just a little bit. That's not gonna set me behind overall. I'm still gonna probably be able to get all of my filming done by the end of May, and it's still not gonna be pushing the November release date back any further. It's just gonna be, I'm just giving myself some more time because I had a lot of stuff happen in April and the end of March that set me back. So a lot of that stuff was unfortunate, and I had to take like a week or two off of doing anything, period. So I'm still in the structuring phase. I'm restructuring the show entirely. I'm still making sure that every character feels like they're getting what they need. Every character feels relevant. I've been considering removing certain characters that don't feel relevant, and stuff like that. So I'm still structuring the show a lot in that aspect. And this is kind of hinting at what this trailer was that you guys got. But I'm pretty sure a lot of people have already figured that out, but I will be explaining that a little bit more later. Yes, King Egypticus said is fine because you'll just be missing the part I already told you. So yeah, let's see what you guys had to say. I think the lag's gone. I don't have any lag. Awkward silence in the chat. The best dino tuber is here. Who is that? Me? I'm just kidding. I'll be back in like 10 minutes. Okay. The trailer was cool. Yes. So let's get into the discussion. First off, let's just mention the elephant in the room first. The trailer you guys got today. Really early today. That trailer, if you guys have not seen it, go see it. Just go see it. Okay. It's 2 minutes, 7 seconds. Go watch the trailer right now. It's on the channel. It's the first video, or the most recent video that I've made. Let me correct myself. So go watch the trailer and then come back. Okay, watch the trailer, then come back and tell me if you just went to watch the trailer and come back. Say it in the chat, and then I'll restart and just kind of sum up everything we were talking about. So here's your little time. Go watch the trailer. Just go watch. Okay. I hope you're gone. If you haven't seen it, then I'm assuming you're not here. Okay. So that trailer was edited and narrated by Spino Dude. I bet a lot of you caught that Spino Dude narrated it, but he actually edited the whole thing as well. And this started because I thought it would be funny to do an April Fool's joke, because I didn't do one on the April 1st, the actual April Fool's Day, and I wanted to do it at the last day of April and get you guys, because it was still technically April, and then I wanted to have a little message at the end of the thing saying, it's still April, fool. And it was going to be like a whole joke. And Spino Dude and I were talking about it, we were joking around, and he liked the idea, and so we ended up just spiraling off these ideas, and we ended up deciding to make a trailer. He wanted to edit it and everything, so I let him edit it, and I provided him the footage, and we'll get to that here in a second. But I allowed him to edit the entire thing, and he wanted to voice act for us, so he did all that, and it turned out really good. He made it really convincing towards the beginning. I'm pretty sure some people probably would have clicked with them after he said the animatronics part, but I know some people did say inside the chat that they thought it looked good and that they were taking it seriously. So I hope that didn't trick anybody. I hope everybody stayed till the end and saw the part where it said it's still April Fool. But yeah, it is an April Fool's joke. It's a really mean one. But I didn't do it on the last day of April because I felt like it'd be funnier if it was on the actual Saturday, just like all of our other promotional stuff. So it is a little bit of a joke. I didn't really have much of a plan for what I was going to release this Saturday anyway, so it gives me more of time to plan something better for next Saturday to release it for you guys anyway. So this is just a little fun, jokey thing. But the footage, the footage in that trailer is actual Mesozoic Isle footage, just not the kind you think. It is actual Mesozoic Isle footage, though. Like, I know it's probably hard for you guys to believe, but it is Mesozoic Isle footage, and the fact that is 3-year-old Mesozoic Isle footage. Like, after I made Mesozoic Isle originally at the beginning of 2015, it was the summer of 2015, I filmed it for the first time, and I decided to, I was considering even doing sound effects way back then because I was a little embarrassed about the whole mouth thing, but Bioniclesaurus was just doing so well with it and everybody loved his series, so I'm like, you know, I'm just going to do this, it's easier on me, and I decided to take the easy route and start doing the sounds with my mouth. And so I recorded it, and I made the prologue episode, I made the first episode, and I filmed all of the river and lake scenes. I did all the river and lake scenes because of the fact that I didn't have an actual lake in my backyard in Ohio, or a river or anything like that, anything near me. So I made my own with my hose, and it would like suck into the ground. So it like after a while it would just go away, and so I had to film it all quickly, and I had to fill up everything. I didn't want to waste a lot of water, so I just filmed everything in one day. So that's all the footage I had for Mesozoic Isle at the time, and I ended up giving up like and for like a month on Mesozoic Isle completely, and I was like really not happy with it. And then after that, ideas started coming into my head, and I started adding things to it, changing certain things. I got better ideas. Eventually other things happened. I started trying to move on to other projects, and eventually the end of this or the beginning of middle last year, in the middle of summer last year, I was like, you know what, I want to do Mesozoic Isle. I want to do it. I had so much written into the story, so many good ideas, so many ways to reinvent it. I'm loving it so much. And I started doing it. Then Dinosaur Island Season 4 came out, and that was really amazing and inspiring as well to see that Dinosaur Island came out again. And so I decided to go back and do it again. So now we're here. That rest is history. But that is all real Mesozoic Isle footage. It's just not the ones you're going to see inside this new and updated show. So you actually do still get some information out of that trailer. I specifically did not share any footage with Spino Dude that I felt like was too much of a spoiler. He did get some little minor spoilers, but that's okay. He got to see the entire first episode, which is all the scenes are that were in the first original episode are still there. They're just updated or tweaked or changed. So he still got to see that. So he's going to get to see the evolution of the whole thing. But he didn't get any major spoiler parts, which I did have some major spoiler parts. So I didn't send him anything like that. And none of that's in the trailer. But it would still be kind of fun for you guys to dig through it. And I bet you can find something that you'd like. So if you just imagine it better quality, you're basically getting footage of Mesozoic Isle. Let's see what you guys are commenting here. I got the new Indoraptor and the Legacy Lost World Raptor from JFK. That is awesome. The trailer was DI Season 3 quality. Yeah. The trailer was kind of weird. The trailer was well done. Like, he did an excellent job editing it. We were laughing our butts off. We thought it was hilarious. But yeah, it's still not what you're actually going to see. It's not even close. You guys go watch the remind yourself by watching the Mesozoic Isle teaser footage, little teaser I've sent out with the Giganotosaurus blue. That is more like what you're going to see in Mesozoic Isle. The trailer was kind of weird. It was yesterday for me. April Fools, yep. Oh, that explains it, but it's the day before the last day of April for me. Yeah, it's not the actual last day of April that I was trying to do it. A troll, shameful, Kiki, just shameful. Yes. It is still canon footage. Yes, it is still canon footage. If you've seen DI Season 1, Bionicle used some sort of bag for a lake so it wouldn't disappear. Yeah, I did that for the first one. And it ended up looking really bad, and it was hard to hide it, so I decided to just do it more natural, and I found a spot that didn't absorb the water very quickly, and that's what I ended up using. It took it like 2 hours to actually fully absorb the water, so I had a lot of time, and I just slowly refilled it every once in a while. Although if you want to make a lake like that, I would recommend using dirt on top of the bag and make more. Yeah, I tried that. Oh no, the lag is returned. How you doing? What is the biggest marine reptile on Mesozoic Isle? That is an amazing question. I will answer that in 1 second. Can you do a collection update? Yeah, I'm gonna do a collection update. I'm glad you reminded me. I have some figures that I've gotten that I haven't officially announced that I've gotten, like the feathered 2017 Tyrannosaurus, the Papo Spinosaurus, the stuff I got from Easter for Spino Dude. I have to do that video before April's over. I'm gonna probably do that tomorrow. I'll do the last video. I just have to move all this stuff that's on my review table, so it's gonna be a pain in the butt. So once I'm done with that, then we'll get back into doing those videos. But yes, I will absolutely do a collection update. I'm back. Will there be Chinosaurs used in Mesozoic Isle? Unless I can find something to replace some of the Chinosaurs. I do have some Chinosaurs that actually look decent, but they are technically Chinosaurs. So yeah, there will be some Chinosaurs that you do see in Mesozoic Isle, but I don't try to use any that look bad, in my opinion. But if I can find anything that looks better, then I'll certainly use it. There's just certain characters I like. I like their parts, or there's certain possibly hybrid animals. What's the biggest herd or pack or herd on the island? That's a great question. You're not going to see it inside of Season 1. If you do see it, it's going to be Season 2 or 3. I don't actually have a specific thing. I have the idea for it, but I don't know where it's going to go. But the biggest herd you'll see in Season 1 is the Triceratops herd, which you guys have already seen how many figures I've gotten. I still have multiple other figures I have to get for it. And I think it's an Iguanodon or Maiasaura herd. I know those two are the most widely collected huge herds you can find on the island, lore wise. So expect that in the future of Mesozoic Isle. What was the other one? What was the biggest marine reptile on Mesozoic Isle? Well, it's technically not on Mesozoic Isle. It's technically around Mesozoic Isle and the moat around it. It's an island, but the island has a barrier around it in the actual oceans to keep aquatic life from leaving, and that kind of barrier may be explored in the future, and tell you guys exactly what kind of barriers those are and the technology they use. But the biggest one out there, I believe that I've written in, I'm not sure yet because I don't know exactly what canon things because I actually design these ecosystems. I have the ecosystems designed to be functional. Like they function in certain ways and that things would work properly. So it's going to be either a pliosaurus or like a mosasaurus/tylosaurus. So expect one of those. Those are like one of the biggest ones you'll see, except if this ichthyosaur, this giant enormous ichthyosaur is true that just got discovered. I saw that on Discord recently. I don't know who posted that. If you're here, please mention yourself. I'll give you a shout out. If that's true, then I'd definitely love to add that into the Mesozoic Isle canon. That wouldn't be seen until Mesozoic Seas anyways, which is a film that will be coming out after season 3 of Mesozoic Isle, which will be the last season of Mesozoic Isle. Oh, Mr. Carno posted it. Yeah, there you go. So thank you, Mr. Carno. He's the one who posted that very cool article. You like their parts. That's what. Okay. I actually have the same figure that Dynoman used for Hicks. It's an orange instead of green. Hicks. Oh, the little Postasuchus. I have that as well. I have a green one with a dark green stripe, a lime green, dark green stripe. Steamed hadrosaurs? Okay, I don't know. That thumbnail, though. Yeah, that thumbnail. Will the favorite coast Styracosaurus be a character? I can't confirm it's going to be a character, but, well, that's probably a lie. Hating. Oh, that. That is a different show called Kiki Quest. I haven't officially announced well, now I've officially announced it. I haven't officially announced or, like, posted anything on yet. But I have some ideas for that I was considering, and I'm just trying to gather up some ideas for people that can animate stuff and give me some stuff to use for that, because I wanted it to be a pretty cool show I could do every once in a while on the channel. You heard about the massive ichthyosaur too? Yes. What I miss? You missed some Mesozoic Isle news. Yeah, like we said. What's up, lads? Hey, I'm back from the pub. Mr. Kikizilla, I am writing a series quite similar to Mesozoic Isle. I swear I came up with it on my own. Do you have any advice for us before I begin this undertaking? Yes, absolutely. So advice. I'll answer this question and any of them before Raptors Are Awesome's last or Mr. Carno's bye message. After anything before that, I'll answer, and then we're going to move into the other discussion part, and then we'll go into the Q&A. I'm a little unprofessional here. Take your time. Take years if you have to. It honestly turns out a million times better than you ever had planned before if you just take your time. Write out a script. A full script. Like, it doesn't have to be a full professional script where you have like every minute detail of the way, the format that they use it, because if you're the only one using it, you don't really need to. But do a proper script. Write out every moment. Write out everything that you want to do, because then you don't forget things. You don't miss certain plot points or certain actions you need to have occur to build up characters properly. You can also put down notes of how you want to shoot certain things. It's just phenomenally, it's just a phenomenal idea for you to do that. Just make sure you are always writing a script, writing down your ideas. That's my biggest thing I can tell you. And also, take your time. Do not rush it. Take your time and put all of your ideas in it. The more time you sit on an idea like that, the more ideas that come to you, the more different shows you watch, it'll give you different ideas, different inspirations. So if you watch Dinosaur Island, Yakan Island, Dinosaur Island Revival, Jurassic 212 Productions upcoming, Isle of Sela, Mesozoic Isle, all those different series. There's also so many other series I'm blanking on right now, but there's so many different things you can go out there and watch. Watch a bunch, you get some ideas. They'll all just combine and mush and give you different ideas that you can put in and tweak and put your own spin on. And it gives you so much room to breathe and so much room to improve your show by doing that. So that's the best thing I can possibly tell you to do. Have you ever gotten anything just to have it and not use it in any way? Oh, you mean like figures? That is an excellent question. Of course I have. Of course I've gotten figures like that. I mean, I've gotten the Vitae Giganosaurus. That was intended to be just a model on the shelf. That's the reason I got it. We'll see if it doesn't end up in Mesozoic Isle, but will there be a Cenozoic Isle, and if so, when? Yes, absolutely. I've already confirmed that the franchise of Mesozoic Isle, or the universe that this series takes place in, is called Prehistoric Archipelago. It is a string of islands. Currently, there's only about 3 islands in the time of 2014 when the first season of Mesozoic Isle takes place. And Mesozoic Isle is a completely natural island, as well as the other 2 islands. However, Cenozoic Isle and Paleozoic Isle are synthetic islands that are made by the curators or the overwatchers of the prehistoric archipelago. So those are synthetic islands that don't get made until during the events of season 2 and 3. So you're going to see those currently 2019, November 2019, or the end of 2019. The end of 2018, this year, is season 1 of Mesozoic Isle. End of 2019 is season 2. End of 2020 is season 3. End of 2021 is Mesozoic Seas, a film. Then we have, at the end of 2022, we have Cenozoic Isle, and then at the end of 2023, we have Paleozoic Isle. That's my current plans for the YouTube series. And all of those are shows that are little series of episodes slewn together, except Mesozoic Seas. That's a film. That's a hour and a half to 2 hour long film that you guys will see. Okay, so I'm gonna leave. Okay, there's a lot of comments here. I might have time to come back and look over all that stuff. If I don't, remember to repost your comment or copy it and save it if you I had a question there. We're going to move into discussion territory now. Okay, discussion territory, guys. The other thing I want to discuss is the formulated species that was released last Saturday. So, as you guys know, if you guys follow Mesozoic Isle on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or on our Discord Dino Nation server, then make sure if you're not already, then make sure you do, because every Saturday we release stuff on those. No matter what, it's always on those sites. You're always teased about it. If it's a video, it'll appear on my channel. If it's not, if it's a picture, it'll appear on any of those social media or connective websites / applications. So make sure you go and check those out if you haven't already. Now, last Saturday we released 6, I believe it was 6 different formulated species. And they all revealed quite a bit about the series and the lore. Actually, it was 5. It was 5 different formulated species. Never mind. I believe it was 5. There was a lot to take from that. I didn't really see anybody digging too much into it. I didn't really see anybody doing any videos on it. So maybe you guys aren't really understanding or getting anything from it. But definitely, I have already hinted at multiple other people to the kind of secrets I put inside these. And one of the big things I'm going to reveal publicly, so you guys can all start digging into these things a lot easier, is I take every aspect of these files and I use it as a way to hint at something. So you can look at almost any aspect or stat of the file, and I'll hint at the file name. If you save that one of those images, it will give you something. Like all of those old, the reason that Dino Man and so many other people knew the names of the characters that were in those old teasers that just had one word describing the character is because when they saved the file, it said their name in the file name. So that's ways that you guys can get more information based off of these. And there are hints inside of those files. If you download them all, there's a big hint that you'll get that I dropped in there. And we're going to be doing a I think I'm going to be doing a little event here, actually. I do think we have enough time, so I might be doing a little event here on this stream. So we'll see about that in a little bit, and it has relation to the formulated species. So keep an eye out for that. We might be doing that 5 to 10 minutes from now. Okay. So yeah, those old formulated species. Let me just open it up here in Discord so I can refer to them all properly. But all right, so first off, we had gotten our formulated species Primus, which is Latin for first, or it's derived from Latin and it means first. Now, all these formulated species, I will remind you guys that I have said that all of these species on the island are not real dinosaurs. These are synthetic creatures made by humans with a supercomputer. So these animals are completely unrelated to the actual animals that existed back then, but they are very close because they are based on all of our scientific knowledge, and they try to reconstruct these animals as similarly as possible. There's a lot more in-depth stuff that we could go into. I possibly will make a documentary on the how Mesozoic was created. That was something people have suggested, and I've had that idea for a long time, so we'll see about that. However, all of these species are the actual species names that are formulated that every genus of animal on the island has. So Primus is the first species that we have. So let's say Tyrannosaurus, there is no such thing as a Tyrannosaurus rex on Mesozoic Isle. There's a Tyrannosaurus primus, there's a Tyrannosaurus, all the other different species. Now, there's also a Triceratops primus. There's a Brachiosaurus primus. There's an Allosaurus primus. There's a Velociraptor primus. They all will have that primus in their name. That's the species. The species names are used for every different species on the island. It's formulated because there's so many different ones. They don't have to rename them. So they have a formulated system that they use to basically identify the different types of iterations of each animal. And now you don't have to memorize these. These things will actually Tyrannosaurus statutomus. So they'd introduce the character as that, and they'd just drop the species name, but it doesn't really carry too much into that. Some characters have it more prevalent, but it's not necessary to know the exact definition or know exactly what that name means, as long as you understand what the narrator says to you, like, let's say, the function of that species, and they just say it to you. There's core concepts that I think you guys will be able to easily rip out of that. So let's move back into this and actually discuss it. So I'll read this out to you guys. So Primus means first. That's the first species that we're going to be doing here. It is the first generation of a lab-produced genus introduced to the island via the overflow method. Some Primus individuals have been enhanced with steroids and other treatments in order to make them more capable of survival and reproduction. However, none of these enhancements are able to be passed down through genetics. That is the definition of Primus. According to the Mesozoic Isle Foundation, the people that run it. I don't actually have a name for it. I do have to come up with that. I should have a better term to refer to them as. That's one thing I haven't really done, unfortunately. So that is basically every first iteration, every first species of any genus that is introduced to the island. That is the title that they will undergo. Now, the next one, formulated species Statutomus, I already dropped that name, and Statutomus is Latin for established. Species of individuals naturally bred on the island that are made up of genes from the originally introduced species Primus. They tend to make up the second, third, and sometimes the fourth generations of the genus on the island. So these guys are the ones that are naturally bred on the island. They're the ones that are continuing the population. They're the ones that are continuing all of the life on the island and the evolution or synthetic evolution on the island. All right, so next up, formulated species Fortirius. This is a very prevalent species that you guys will see inside of Mesozoic Isle Season 1. This is the most commonly introduced species, as in they're new, because this is when Fortirius, a lot of them are being introduced to the island at this time in the island's history. So Fortirius means stronger. Species originating from diverse lab-produced individuals. First repair species introduced, these individuals are carrying unique and up-to-date genes based on the current scientific knowledge to help not only spice up the gene pool of the genus population, but take priority over outdated and inferior traits. These new genes are intended to make the genus stronger, more protected from disease, and healthier overall. So this is a species known as repair species. We've already gone over meso species and the repair species in the Saturday before that. They were released, And the repair species is a species that is made in a lab and introduced to the island in order to spice up the genes and add more genes into the gene pool synthetically so that they don't have natural evolution. They're basically skipping generations and just adding in the stuff so they breed with the established populations, the Tutamus, and create new individuals. And those new individuals are salubrious, which means healthier. Naturally bred species on the island genes are made up of a combination of pre-existing species. In order to be considered a salubrious, the individual has to have genes residing from either a primus or Statutomus relative, and genes from at least one Forterius relative. Pretty self-explanatory. Then the last species that we have here is the most exciting one, most likely, Provectus, which means advanced. Now, this species is a species of lab-produced individuals that have been genetically altered to suit a study of an animal's capabilities, limits of the body, future evolution, etc. This species can often be made up of one individual and are very rarely introduced to the island. If an individual is planned to be introduced to the island, they are often made infertile to prevent natural disorder. Now, this is the species that we've been referring to as mutants. That's our little code name for them, such as the Allosaurus, the Papo-Allosaurus, everybody's been referring to as a hybrid or a mutant. You guys are on the right track there, and I have referred to them as a mutant myself. However, they are not mutants. They are just a separate formulated species that, yes, you could kind of call a mutant, but they're not really. It's just a mutant is a good way of describing it. So that is our species. So you guys have any thoughts, anything you want to share on that, those formulated species that we had just shared? Let's see what you guys said. So then there will be some scaly raptors. Yes, there will be some scaly raptors. But Primus is Transformers. God. Oh, so much info. Yes, there's a lot of info. It doesn't fit in my head. I know this isn't the Q&A section, but will Redtooth and Blueberry have a rivalry as they grow up? Actually, those names just confirm it themselves. I could see how you can say that, but I can say that I had that written into the original script, a version. Actually, I don't even know if I read it into the original script. I just had an idea of that, but I don't know. I'm kind of taking Redtooth in a different direction, but I can say that you may, I don't know if I want to say probably, but may end up seeing something like that. I can say you may end up seeing something like that. Goodbye, my Zillas. Mr. Carno, my head doesn't fit into it. The lags. The lag just stream lag up. Okay, so it got a little laggy there for you guys. I'm sorry about that. I hope it's saved so you guys can rewatch that part of the film or the stream if you guys need to. If you guys do, it is 30 minutes. Go to the 30-minute mark. Why is no one chatting anymore? I'm not sure. However, we do have 7 people and 7 likes. Thank you guys so much for all those likes. It is amazing. Thank you guys for all that support. That is awesome to see. Actually, that's the best thing in your idea for the aisle. The fact that your dinos are lab created is a good excuse for the scientific inaccuracies on some figures. Yes, thank you. That is one of the main motivations behind it. It was a side effect of a good idea I had. I'll say that. I don't really recall the exact thing that sparked it, though, so I can't really tell you that. There's a lot of ideas. I can't really link back to exactly what started it. Anyways, so let's move on to this next little section. We have about 25 or 24 more minutes of the stream. I have to get off at 11:40 or 12:45. It's 12:21 for me right now. So in 24 minutes, we'll end the stream. However, I am going to release some more formulated species because I have tons more. That's kind of the thing I was hinting at. You guys look at the file numbers. I believe that all 4 of those, Primus, Statutomus, Forterius, and Salubrious, are all labeled 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then Provectus is labeled number 7, meaning there's at least 2 in between Salubrious and Provectus that are in the list, and there may be more beyond that. And so there are some extra species that will be released eventually. So I think I'm going to host a poll on the Discord, Dino Nation. If you guys do not know what that is, it should be in the description of this video. I do think I put it in the description finally. So definitely check down there. I think all of the social medias on there. I think I still have it accidentally labeled as Kikizilla 101 official Discord, but it's actually Dino Nation. Just go down there, join the Discord. I am going to be hosting the poll on there, and based on those votes, I will be releasing another formulated species, whatever you guys want. Literally any of them that I put there, you guys will get to see one of those. I have a whole bunch that I could reveal. A lot of them, most of them that I have not revealed there, actually almost all of them, do not have any effectiveness to season 1. They're all things that are later introduced, but it is still something that is worth checking out. So I was thinking I was going to do it in here, but it would just be really clunky and we'd be wasting time. So anyways, let's move on to the Q&A section now. I was kind of holding that off for a while, so let's just go ahead and move into that now. I'll give you guys 22 minutes of Q&A. Let's just go ahead and do that. So you guys have any questions that I can answer for you guys? I'm willing to answer if it's not spoiler stuff. And I still have a lot of things that I'm okay with revealing. I guess that's the way to say it. That I'm ready to reveal, but you guys haven't asked the proper questions yet. What time is 1922? I'm confused. Clocks are going up to 12. That is military time. So you minus 12 from that, and then you get 7. So it's 7:22. 7:22 p.m. Like you're just asking like the actual premise of the thing, like you're not actually just joking around. Answer me that. Modifying and repainting figures over the summer. Would you like one? Sure, that would be awesome. That would be absolutely amazing to get one of your figures. That'd be really cool. Just go ahead and contact me through Discord if you have it, or Facebook. You can also email me at the Mesozoic Isle official email, which is Mesozoic Isle official at gmail.com. I think I have it. I think I have it in the description. Have I been not putting that in the description? If I have, I am sorry. I should be. If it's not, I will put it inside the comment section. 1 second. Let me see this real quick. I did not put it in this description. That's not good. So I'm going to put it right here. That is the Mesozoic Isle official Gmail or email that is run by my sister. She is our social media director, so she's behind all that. My first one will be a feathered Paparaptor. Oh, cool, cool. That sounds awesome. Funny that you planned on naming your Eutyrannus Yui. The name is, for mine, it literally adds only 1 letter to that name. What is it? Ute? Or Ute? Not serious. Yep. Hello, Degant. Oh, hi, Degant. If stuff listed. My first one will be... Okay, I already read that. I'm going to go now. Okay, bye-bye. Raptors are awesome. Thank you for stopping by. So, yeah, that is the official Mesozoic Isle email if you want to contact us about anything more officially and professionally. I saw Avengers Infinity War yesterday with my friends. Awesome. I just saw it opening night, so on Thursday. It's amazing. Please do not spoil anything for anyone. That movie does not need to be spoiled. It's an absolute... Oh, cool. That's a pretty cool name. Oh, wait. Is it already out? Yep. Came out officially on Friday, but I guess technically on Thursday night because every movie has an opening night. If Moon Knight was real, that would be a pretty upsetting move. Awesome. I hope you do. It's an outstanding film. Outstanding. I can confirm that Thanos makes out with Black Widow. I'm just kidding. He's just joking around. Thank you for not spoiling anything for anybody. I'm being serious. Okay. So guys, we have just under 20 minutes now. If you guys have any questions, I'm willing to answer. Any discussion you guys want to have about Mesozoic or any of the stuff, I'm willing to have. Twilight Sparkle, make everyone forget about Thanos. He is incredible. I just spaced out thinking about the film. Gotta stop. Okay. I wonder where that doggone soul gem is. Oh yeah, that was a big one that everybody was wondering about, but it makes sense. Show. Why did it hide your comment? Will Godzilla kill all of the Mesozoic Isles inhabitants? Maybe inside of 2024, maybe. Applejack is gonna bang Thanos. Okay. Sure. 2024 is right after Paleozoic Isle. I need to get all my series out of the way before Godzilla destroys everything. Yeah, the Infinity Gems. The Infinity Stones. That's what he's looking for. There's 6 of them. I would hope, because I saw the movie. I would have seen a fake version if that's true. Okay. So it doesn't seem like we're getting any like actual questions here. Did you see Black Panther? Of course I saw Black Panther. It's like my favorite Marvel movie. Till Infinity War. I'm still not sure exactly where Infinity War places, but yeah. Yeah. So let's redirect all this towards Mesozoic Isle. This is one of our big opportunities to actually talk about it in any way. It doesn't even have to be a question. It can just be talking about it. It can be a question. I will answer it. I have so many things I am prepared to reveal. Okay. Just Goji fan 1993 is just telling me he's on his way to get me. My favorite Spider-Man Homecoming and Civil War. I love Civil War. I love Spider-Man Homecoming. I love every Marvel film. There's not a single one I don't like. One sec. I'm just going to respond to him here. Reply. Apparently it won't let me reply. I like how you used footage from your first attempt of making the series in the trailer. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm happy. I managed to still joke around, but actually still give you guys something in the process as well. Just reveal all of the stuff you want to reveal. Well, that's the thing. Like, I know there's certain, like, upon certain levels of it, I know there's certain things I'm more willing to reveal. But like in certain areas, but I can't like think of them all just right off the top of my head. What do you think? I know there's certain ones that I'll be willing to reveal, or enough to ask the question. Actually asks it. and those ones are ones I'm trying to skip over right now. SM can carry over 50T. I don't like Thor: The Dark World. Yeah, I don't really care for that one too much either. When is your next teaser? Ooh, that's a good question. Oh, that's my grandma. Hello, you actually made a comment in the comment section. Good job. I figured it out. I'm just kidding. I'm just teasing her. Next teaser, I do a teaser or I do some kind of reveal every Saturday on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Discord. So on all of those, you can find a teaser, like in terms of like actual teaser trailer or something like that. Actually, I want to I'll take this moment to give a huge shout out to King Egypticus, who is clearly such a big fan, and he pays attention to this series so much and everything that I say. I superbly appreciate his following of this. It really actually warmed my heart, even though he kind of jumped onto me and it kind of concerned me originally. He was the only person who told me verbally or textually in any way ahead of time before this trailer came out that he's like, wait, this doesn't make any sense. You haven't filmed yet. What, did you start filming or something? Like, he was the only one listening, and he knew what the production schedule was. He knew that I hadn't started filming yet. He probably even heard something about like I think he mentioned something about late summer there being trailers. That's what I'm going to say to my grandma here, is that actual teaser trailers won't be revealed until probably midsummer, and actual trailers late summer, and then moving up to the release of it. So you're not actually going to get any official trailers until then, because then I'll actually have enough footage to actually work with. But yeah, I do want to give a huge, huge shout out to King Egypticus. Thank you so much for being a loyal and a very observant fan. It really, 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 really does warm my heart. It really does. Will there be mutant strains like how there is in the Isle game? I mean, not really strains like the Isle. As the name suggests, or unlike the name suggests, Mesozoic Isle has nothing to do with the Isle and was not inspired by it at all. In fact, I kind of despise the Isle in a lot of ways. I do play the game, and it's fun in its ways, but I made up Mesozoic Isle before the Isle was even released or announced, so it has nothing to do with that. And there's not going to be strains like in the Isle, but the Provectus species or mutant creatures are they kind of do echo the same kind of feeling, and they are similar in, I guess, many aspects. But yeah. So yeah, great question to my nanny Zilla, even though it wasn't directly asking for my response, but it inspired me to bring up the fact that King Egypticus did that. Men shining. Sorry for men shining the Isle. Oh, sorry for mentioning. Oh, no. Don't worry about it. No. I see the resemblance. It's just an unfortunate coincidence. I named it Mesozoic Isle, and then the Isle came out, and it was like too similar. I didn't want to change it. No, don't feel bad. It's the problem with just coincidences. But it's a perfectly good question. It was an excellent question. Very good observation. I just wanted to make it very clear that I'm not copying the Isle, because I have a lot of plans to do, and the Isle, being the developers that they are, I would not put it past them trying to target me. So that's all I'm saying, is that I don't want them to be rude and try to put copyright on me, because I actually do have files I've written out and saved just to protect myself in case they decided to sue me. I can actually fight them back. So I'm just mentioning it because I want to make it clear to as many people as possible that I am not copying the Isle. I have no intention to copy the Isle, and I do not like the Isle in that respect. So nothing will come of that. Seriously, no wonder you hated the quality of the original Mesozoic Isle. That was just as bad, if not a little better, than DI Season 1. Yeah, that's why I quit it. Very good observation. Hey, he left a link in the description. Yeah, I mentioned that earlier. The Alberto versus Gorgo fight is foreshadowed in the trailer. Oh boy, I can't wait. Yes, that is foreshadowed in the trailer, and that will still be inside of Season 1, Episode 1. So you guys will get to see that. Pretty much same outcome. You guys don't really get to see it inside the trailer, but it is a pretty cool fight, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what you guys react. It shows a lot. I'm pretty much everything inside that trailer you will see. Except I don't know if I'm gonna actually use this Carnegie Pteranodon that I used in that that was shown in the trailer. This thing, I don't know if I'll use that. But a lot of the figures in that aren't being used. Both the Alberto and the Gorgosaurus are still being used, but yeah. So yeah, we have under 10 minutes now. Under 10 minutes to get some more discussion and questions in, and then the stream is over, and then I have to get ready to leave. Let me make sure there's no echo. There's any echo. Okay, good. No. What's no? I don't know why I put my money on the Alberto. Oh, you're betting on the Alberto winning. Okay, gotcha. The fight between the Albertosaurus and Gorgosaurus showed your entire forearm. Yeah, I know. It's pretty bad. I was planning on like cutting out those certain parts and like cropping it. That's what my plan was originally, but I was messing up so much, and Spino Dude and I, we purposely wanted to make the trailer seem good at the beginning and lure you in, and then start showing you the crappiest footage we could collect. So that's why that stuff is still in there. 10 minutes isn't enough. That's not enough. Well, then ask some questions, man. Not asking very many questions. I hate the Carnegie Pteranodon. Okay, you spelled it a little wrong, but I get what you're saying. It looks like it was melted. Yeah, it does look like it's melted. It's pretty goofy. Would you ever consider adding Deltadromeus for Mesozoic Isle? If you do, there are a couple on eBay. Oh, that's a very good suggestion. Thank you for bringing that up. I will definitely go check that out. You're talking about the Carnegie ones, right? I do have Deltadromeus in the island lore-wise. It's into an environment. It's written into the African Egyptian type environment of Mesozoic Isle, that location where Spinosaurus, Carcharodontosaurus, and stuff are, because I believe that's where Deltadromeus is from. Fairly certain. I may be completely wrong and I'm forgetting something like an idiot, but pretty sure that's where that's from. And yes, you will absolutely get to see some Deltadromeus if I get my hand on them. I don't know if they'll be a character, but you'll definitely get to see one. Have you ever, or have you heard of Dinophinctus? And will it be an? I don't know what that is. Let me see. So probably not written into it yet, but I have been taking suggestions and I have been adding certain creatures that I didn't originally have in because, you know, I'm adding on to it and whatnot. Okay, I can't copy that for some weird reason. What's the story on the trailer yesterday? That is, okay. So I'll kind of run this over again in 1 second. Yeah, that point I need to think what to ask. The 10-minute isn't enough for me. That's the point. I need to think of what to ask. Oh, gotcha. Well, you still have 5 minutes. Okay, so while you guys are asking for some more streams, or for more questions, I will be trying to attend Bionicle stream tomorrow. That hopefully it'll be my first actual live attendance to one of Bionicle streams. I tried to do it last Sunday and then he didn't do it, so I kind of got unlucky. But it won't be a CDD episode. I think I just do a casual morning stream. Fair enough. Anyways, to answer your question, Bionicle, that is footage from 3 years ago. The summer 3 years ago, I filmed Mesozoic Isle for the first time after creating it very beginning of 2015, summer of 2015. I filmed all that. I was very unhappy with it. I just filmed the prologue episode, the episode 1, and all of my river and lake scenes because I made it in a synthetic lake and it was absorbing into the water, so I filmed it all in one day. And I was unhappy with it, and I still have it on my computer. And so I gave it to Spino Dude Reviews. He edited it. We were making a whole joke of it. We decided to do a late April Fool's joke because it would get people better than a actual April Fool's thing, and so it was a complete joke. But it technically is Mesozoic Isle footage, and a lot of that stuff will actually be still seen, but it's just updated and actually good. But yeah, that's the original version of Mesozoic Isle. I mean, you can go back. I mean, if you have the patience, you can go rewatch parts of the stream, and you can see what I actually said more in depth if you're really curious. But yeah, that's my short way of doing it. I kind of went in depth and actually mentioned you more specifically in certain ways. So I'd go watch that if you have the time. My brothers will appear in Mesozoic Isle. Yes. Possibly, but it won't be. Okay, that's oh, Gibbon is here. Just watched Infinity War. Oh, nice, Camosaurus. What'd you think? Double Trouble. I see. Neat story. Cool to know it is actually Mesozoic Isle footage. Yeah, it actually is. No spoilers, Camo. Yeah, no spoilers. Don't spoil anybody. It's Gibbon and Camo team. Is there going to be any Carno character? Yes, season 2, like I've mentioned before, I have a whole Carnotaurus storyline planned that I've had planned before, but I had many variations that I went for, and I didn't really have one that I wanted to do in particular. And Mandy was being so nice and being so kind and being such a big part of Mesozoic Isle. She's been my social media director, and she's being the narrator, and she's been going out of her comfort zone for all this stuff, and it really does amaze me, and it makes me really happy. So I gave her the opportunity to write the entire story for the Carnotaurus characters. I have a whole slew of figures that I'm willing to get, and she can do whatever she wants with them. They're their own isolated story, but she can also cross over the stuff. So that will be all in her hands. So I guess that's up to her if she still goes through with it. If she doesn't, then I'm either going to pass it on to someone else to write that story that is effective, that is someone incorporated with Mesozoic Isle, or just do it myself. But either way, there will be a Carnotaurus storyline, all Carnotauruses inside of season 2, so don't worry about that. But you won't see any in season 1. You don't see a single one, unfortunately. I doubt a Gorgosaurus would have the courage to fight an Albertosaurus unless it was sick. Well, they're about the same size, so it doesn't really affect them that much, depending on, like, based on the bulk that Albertosaurus has over Gorgosaurus. It doesn't really affect them that much when they're the same size. It was amazing. However, I now hate 2 of my favorite superheroes. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Is there going to be a Tiktaalik? What? In Paleozoic Isle? I don't know what you're saying with Tiktaalik, but yeah, restate that, and then maybe I can answer your question properly. Because we have 1 minute. I might go just a little bit over just to answer Gabriel's question. I remember your name. What a nice brother. What a nice brother. I said sister, didn't I? You're amazing, Mandy. Thanks. Oh yeah, okay, that's my grandma. Yeah, so she's doing that. Albertosaurus is 33 feet and Gorgosaurus is 26 feet. Yes, not too far off, absolutely. And when they're the same size and the Albertosaurus isn't fully grown, it's not that much of a difference in terms of strength. I would like to make my own dino series on YouTube, but I don't really have where to do it. I already prepared most of the characters, but I need to find it somewhere. Like I said, take your time. Wait, save up money, go and find film locations. Spend money to go find film locations. Spend money to make your characters. If this is really, really what you want to do, like it's a dream of yours. Mine is so big. I have so many huge plans for Mesozoic Isle. It's an actual part of me. It's my baby. It really is. I have so much put into the series that I am spending so much money on it because I'm treating it like an actual real show. And it looks like my ride is here, so I do have to go. However, I will see. It was an early amphibian that walked in the shadows, or the shallows. Probably something along those lines. Definitely. Yeah, but your nice sister. I wouldn't let my sister write a story in my series. Yeah, I'm absolutely letting her. Also, would you consider adding Protoceratops and Courioceratops? Protoceratops, I can confirm. I got 5 false copyright claims on season 4 episode trailer. Thankfully, I filmed disputes and blocked worldwide for like an hour. Is that because of the music? The false music? Alrighty. Yeah, 1 second. Alright. See you guys. End stream.